Hey everyone, I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King, coming at you guys today with another video. And if you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about Star Wars, actually. So I know a lot of you guys have been thinking and talking about Star Wars a lot. You probably talk about Star Wars in your friend groups in real life. You probably talk about Star Wars in your, internet groups that you talk to online. But the thing that's been a consistent thing with Star Wars the last, basically ever since that 2020 investor day that Disney had a long time ago when we were all in that lockdown virus period, they keep announcing shit that doesn't come out. Then they'll go harder on announcing another thing, almost confirm it, and then it's announced that it's getting basically either scrapped entirely or it's pushed back. So use an example, the Rey movie. Okay, they actually fully went in with something that I criticized them for. Hey, if you think Rey's the best character ever and you want to push her, give her a movie. Credit? They actually announced it. I was like, okay, you got some balls there. Oh, what happened? Oh, it's release date changed. Oh, it's scrap production. Rumors it's not going to happen. But we are going to get the Mandalorian and Grogu movie in 2026, so that one they did keep the promise on. But keep in mind, that's one promise out of how many that have failed? Like the Lando show, canceled. Rangers of the New Republic with Gina Carano, canceled. The Rey movie, canceled.
Rogue Squadron,
canceled. They gave her a trailer. They let Patty Jenkins come over and do a trailer for them, canceled. How many canceled shows and movies have they announced that they just do it just to get people talking about Star Wars, just so people could just forget about them? That's really all it is. And then now, recently, literally, it's just happened in November last year. Guess what happened? They announced this guy, Simon Kinberg, who directed Dark Phoenix. He's going to do the next Star Wars trilogy. Come on, okay, follow us here. He's going to do the next Star Wars trilogy. That's announced, okay? Days later, the media comes out and goes, wait a minute. They've been announcing shit. They haven't been following through on the promises. Holy shit, the media is finally attacking Star Wars. No, but hold on. When you guys do it, you're not incel, racist, misogynistic, homophobe, Nazi sympathizers.
They're allies.
And then you literally have the Hollywood Reporter. Basically, I'm paraphrasing some of the article. You guys can go read it. I don't want to read it because obviously I'm just blowing my brains talking about Star Wars. I remember there's a part that I read where it went. I'm pretty sure you remember, Bob. Remember? There's a part where they literally said they don't know where to go with Star Wars now because there is no. Essentially, what they were saying is, from the insiders, there's no new main characters for them to go off of anymore. Yeah, because you fucking killed them. No shit. Now, this is what Star Wars does. Announce something. 2 years later, where is that show? Oh, yeah, we announced another movie. Release date. Oh, awesome. Where's it at? Oh, yeah, it's release date changed. The fuck? It's just constant cycle. That's why you guys haven't seen me do Star Wars videos. Every time they announce something, either it's canceled or it's release date shuffled, or you learn, you learn about other bullshit that ends up happening along the way, where now the media is like catching on. It's like, and they've been talking about this too. Why do you keep announcing shit you're not going to follow through with? They have no idea what to do with Star Wars. And I'm sorry, people. Star Wars is always for fucking losers and nerds. I was never into it that much. I didn't watching every single movie, obviously. I like the original trilogy. I think the prequels are pretty much dog shit, in my opinion, outside of like the third one. Even that's just like kind of so bad it's good. I hate the fucking episode 7, 8, 9. Solo, I didn't hate it, but it's like I don't care for it. I ain't rewatching that shit. Rogue One, only really memorable because of the Darth Vader scene. Everything else is pretty forgettable. And you have episode 9, and that made me want to hang myself. So, Obi-Wan Kenobi, trash. Boba Fett, trash. What are we doing here?
Acolyte was good.
Franchise anymore? What is this? You fuck off. I saw a trailer of that, and I was like, this is trash. Acolyte, another thing where they recently said, yeah, we hope to get 3 seasons in a movie out of this. With that trailer, I'll be honest, I just saw the trailer. It looked like shit. It looked like actual shit.
That means you were missing out on Disparu's amazing videos.
If it means never looking at this ever again, I'm glad I didn't. I didn't waste my life. I was busy having sex with my wife. But just, I'm pretty sure you guys have thought the same thing too with Star Wars. At this point now, what do you do with it? Announcements, no, and then they just scrap everything. They don't know what to do with their characters. There's no lead characters. They squandered their chances for the sequel trilogy. No one likes those movies. Don't let people on Twitter gas at you. No one likes these in real life. Talk to anyone in real life. Literally, real life human beings.
No.
I know they exist. Touch grass. Everyone, I've not met a single human being, maybe like two people. I'll give 2. There's been like, I'll say a 98 to 2. I've not met a single person that actually genuinely likes these movies. They're not good because they stink. They're absolute horse shit piles of garbage. Bob, I'll ask you. You like Star Wars a lot. What do you think the state of Star Wars is at right now? It's not good.
It's in the dumpster. I mean, there's no other way to say it. It's pretty bad. They basically turned Star Wars from an event that you go to a bunch of bad shows on a streaming service. That's what it is now. It's nothing interesting. Nobody cares about it anymore. I mean, it's like you said, you've got all this stuff that they're announcing. And I think they do it at this point just to keep their investors happy that, we're working on something. And they throw a bunch of stuff out there, seeing what will stick. And if something seems to catch a little bit of interest, then they'll move forward with it. But beyond that, I don't think there's really anything to Star Wars anymore. Star Wars basically killed itself. They had a golden opportunity. Everything was gift wrapped for them when they bought it. You had Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher, Harrison Ford, all on board to come back for episode 7. The simple thing to do would have been to have them as the lead characters for episode 7. You introduce some new ones, and as the trilogy went on, you reduce the role of the original characters and you push your new ones. Yeah. And that's what you do. But instead, they decided to be stupid and
they make
a bunch of stupid shows that nobody cares about.
Yep.
Like you said, Obi-Wan sucked, Boba Fett sucked, Ahsoka sucked.
Ahsoka?
Yeah.
Yeah, it literally is. Ahsoka.
So, I mean, and the Acolyte.
What was that? What was that?
God. That could be the worst television show I've ever seen in my life. So, I'm not talking about just Star Wars. I mean, period. So,
yeah, like that's my problem right now with it is they're just announcing stuff just to keep the interest there, but they know the interest is literally all animosity. Everyone's apprehensive. They're like, I don't want this anymore. What they have to do, the only thing that could save them, I'm not saying it would, just my crazy mind. I love being optimistic, as everyone knows that. You literally just have to recast the main leads. You have to. Because if the reason that they don't feel confident in new projects is because they don't have main leading characters to lead the franchise, I'm sorry. I'm not shitting on people. I'm really not. You have to get over this attachment to actors. People die. People move on with it, like they roles in their life. People get old and they can't do the roles anymore. You have to recast Han, Luke, and Leia. You have to. Now, am I saying reboot Star Wars? No. I just said recast the actors so you can keep the characters around. Because the argument is we don't have any leading characters. Fucking recast them. You have literally the access to entirely of Hollywood. People will love to play those characters. So it's not that you can't have access to people. They just don't want to put those characters out anymore.
Sebastian Stan played Luke in the season finale of
right?
Season 2
that's the argument. Recast. What is this thing with Hollywood now where they're like, we can't recast because we love this actor so, but the show must go on. There's gonna be people that don't do it as good as the original. Who cares?
They don't recast because it is a convenient way to get what they want done. They won't recast T'Challa because they want a black woman. They won't recast Luke because they want a white woman to play Luke's role.
You get it.
All being done so they can change the character to get what they want because they have no issue recasting. Look at Harrison Ford in Captain African American. He's a recast.
Keep in mind, they recasted William Hurt 3 months after he died of cancer. He died of cancer. Like Chadwick, just same thing. Died of almost the same cancer. They're like, you know what? Black guy, yeah, you can recast it. You're too valuable. White guy, fuck out of here. Ew, who remembers you, William Hurt? Like, that's the thing is, Star Wars has no leading characters no one cares about anymore because literally they're all dead, metaphorically speaking and physically. Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. She's gone. There's nowhere the franchise to go. Literally, I would just say this as a hopeful, optimistic, good-looking, rich, sexy black guy with a hot wife and a Lamborghini outside. You just have to
Hot Wheels.
Yes. What you have to do is just keep it dormant for a while. How about 5 years? Take 5 years off. After the Mandalorian Grogu movie, announce nothing new. Take literally a decade off. Nobody, I repeat, nobody cares this anymore unless you're some Disney sycophant. Yes, and I do agree to some extent. There's people out there that probably like the Disney stuff. I'm not even shitting on if you do. It's all different opinions, different strokes for different folks. But objectively speaking, people that don't like Disney stuff is more of the mass. Let's just be honest here. And it ain't hitting with people. Keep in mind, Star Wars now is just reduced to TV shows coming out. If you told me that 10 years ago, I called you crazy. Yeah, you had the Clone Wars, obviously, but before the Clone Wars, it just was movies and books, you know? So let's start with Arthur. What do you think, man? What's the future of Star Wars? Or do you think they're just done? You think it's over? Think no one cares anymore?
Yeah, they've killed it. This is one of the few brands that they really overly killed it. And it wasn't the sequel trilogy that killed it, it's how they responded and what they produced afterwards. Because I didn't fall in love with Star Wars until 2019. I think it was COVID when I fell in love. Watched it in chronological order because that's the way to
watch the movie.
I know, right?
Crazy,
I didn't watch the sequel trilogy because I have some modicum of self-respect. And then I went back and I watched the Clone Wars and the Rebels. And then I forced my little sister to watch it all because I thought she'd enjoy it. And she did for a little while until she decided she didn't anymore. And yeah, she's
like 4.
But the thing is,
they don't know what they want. They want like string cheese for lunch.
I made my mom rewatch them all because she hadn't seen them in a long time. So my entire family could watch Mandalorian season 1 and 2 together. And then when we realized season 2 kind of sucks and they waited too long and they released Boba Fett and all this stuff, they killed my newfound adoration for Star Wars so goddamn fast. There is no future for Star Wars unless they decanonize everything made since the prequels and they start over from like 5 years after the fall of the Empire. And you have it with a middle-aged Luke running everything, creating a new temple.
You have that. You have that comic storyline after Return of the Jedi. Because keep in mind, a lot of people don't actually know this. Star Wars went on in other media after Return of the Jedi. There's a story called The Dark Empire, Dark Republic, something like that. It's honestly, I have some of the books. I've skimmed through it. Looks really, really good. Could have did that. No, they didn't. They chose to give you fucking Rey.
And you give us fucking Mara Jade. You put her in there, and you respect what came before. That
nothing did. They had nothing to go on when they bought the IP.
Oh, yeah, no, there was no source material. What are you talking about?
Kathleen Kent said, Kathleen Kent literally said, a lot of guys call me to work on Star Wars project, but I have a priority with hiring women. Literally, paraphrasing, almost word for word what she said. What an actual fucking loser. Darnell, what do you think, man? Think Star Wars is just dead? You don't care anymore?
Yeah, I don't give two fucking shits. And that was the first IP I fell in love with as a very young Darnell Quigley.
You were young? That's crazy.
I fucking absolutely loathe the IP now. I regret the connection I have to it. Is when people that's how I feel when I mention Star Wars. Like the look I get from people is like I kicked their dog. Like it brings up the feelings that they felt, the betrayal feelings they felt with those 3 fucking shit movies. You want to make a good sequel trilogy, the original Throne trilogy, and the I Jedi book. Make those 4 into a trilogy of movies, and if you want, sprinkle in the X-wing, the 9 X-wing books as like a series that takes place before or through the movies. You got yourself a perfect sequel trilogy with companion show that people will fucking eat up like it's Thanksgiving and haven't eaten for 2 months.
Mm-hmm. Bob, what about you?
Well, unless they take a break and absolutely overhaul Lucasfilm from top to bottom, it's pretty much dead. It's been dead for a while. Actually, what killed it for me was Obi-Wan, because that was actually something I was really looking forward to. You got Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen coming back, and instead of making the show how it should have been, a character study of the two, they decided to do whatever the hell that was, and it was really awful, and that just really killed it for me. After that, I was pretty much done. I lost all hope in
grown men.
Yeah, I lost all hope in Lucasfilm after that. And not that I had much hope to begin with because of the sequel trilogy, but I did enjoy the ending of season 2 of The Mandalorian. So I was thinking, okay, maybe we'll start going in the right direction. And then Boba Fett came out and I was like, oh, okay, that sucks. But
And keep in mind, with just Mandalorian, you said it's proof they can do good stuff. It's proof.
yeah,
Like,
I was
it's shown.
surely
Well-
they can get Obi-Wan right. And when they screwed up Obi-Wan, I was like,
Yeah, after Obi-Wan, I was done. Literally, I even said this back in the day when I had my Nightwing podcast. You guys still watch, it's on Spotify. If they do not do this show good, I'm done. I will not sit here and watch horse shit for weeks on end. Obi-Wan ended, and I was like, you know what? There's a rope, there's a wife, and then there's a street. You guys can pretty much envision what happened there. So, if anyone doesn't know, after Return of the Jedi, there's a Star Wars series called Star Wars Legends. It's an epic collection from, if you want, comics. Star Wars Dark Empire, The New Republic. That's what they should have did after they bought Lucasfilm, but they didn't because they're stupid. I just think if people love shilling for this Disney Star Wars stuff, if you genuinely like it, I have no problem with that. We all have different opinions. That's not the point. The point is that when you start looking at it and going, well, right now you're fucking racist and misogynist, bro. I'm going to say, just with the Acolyte.
but
The Acolyte just came out.
Yeah,
The
you're
show-
calling me that, but Disney shrank Finn for the Chinese poster.
Mhm.
Disney covered T'Challa on the Chinese poster for Black Panther. Disney changed Finn's amount of his role for China. Yeah, we're the racist though.
Keep in mind, it's also another. Speaking of black people tanking franchise, Acolyte star that Shaniqua bitch, whatever her name is, she made a diss track to the fans talking about how racist you were for not liking
fuck
his
you,
show.
don't fuck with your Discord. Fuck you, I don't fuck with your Discord.
Yep.
in all
I don't know what
fairness,
she
that
means
was
by that,
actually
so.
more entertaining than the Acolyte.
When do you?
Well, no, the Ryan
Yeah.
Kinnell version is what's really entertaining.
Oh my god, that was good. I'll give you that. That was good. The thing I will say about this: when do you know in any movie and show that you've ever watched in existence, an actor or actress making a diss track on the fans? That's never happened. Oh my goodness. And then after the show got canceled, they were like, well, why anyone watch the show? Your main leading lady put a diss track out there for fans. Are you fucking retarded? You lack that much self-awareness? Literally, the show was canceled. People were like, oh my god, like, oh my god, you racists and bigots got it canceled. No. They came out and literally basically admitted it didn't make sense to keep pumping money into this knowing there was no viewership. No viewership, no show. Racist! I don't know if you guys get it. No viewership, no show. Didn't matter what Nerdrotic said. Didn't matter what Ryan said. Didn't matter what any of us. Even if we shitted on it the same way, it wouldn't have mattered. If the majority said, I like this by my viewership, it gets to stay. But it didn't because people literally watched the first 2 episodes and by the report, going off what Deadline said, because they reported it first, everyone dropped off after episode 2 and only came back for the season finale. That's it. That means the quality of writing was so unbelievably shit because people gave it a chance. People were like, you know what? I'll give it a chance. And you shot them in the fucking foot. This franchise stinks now. It sucks. I'm sorry. You literally have to do what Bob and these guys said. You just have to take a break after Mandalorian Grogu and literally actually come up with a plan. One that you stick to, not announce random movie to get some hype and then you just forget about it. You know, will the Rey movie come out? That one I'm 50-50 on. They might do that just for vanity, just for, just for that whole feminism bullshit they want to do. They might do that one. But other than that, it's over. Like, what was that Ryan Johnson trilogy? It's never happened. Taika Waititi movie? Not happening. Kevin Feige Star Wars movie? Not happening. I can go down the road here. I remember all these announcements. I was there. Kevin Feige was close to the Star Wars movie? What happened with that? Disney? Nothing. How many people got announced Star Wars movies? They're gone. Because that's all they can do. Announce stuff, and then that's it. Or, it's crazy how this franchise proclaims to love women, yet they treated Patty Jenkins like straight shit. Patty Jenkins, back when we used to make twit longers, had to tell us on a twit longer her fucking movie was still in development. But they like women, right? They love women. They treated her like such shit. Are you serious? Good Lord.
Well, in all fairness, she did make Wonder Woman 84, so that's what happened to her.
Maybe they saw the great scene. They're like, you know what? Maybe our views don't align with that.
Right here.
Good Lord.
Because notice that she was making the movie until Wonder Woman 84 came out.
She was making it. With Disney and Lucasfilm making it was like, do you have the script? No. Oh, cool. We just announced it. Awesome. Fuck off. They got to like maybe they said pre-production. What'd you do? Talk? That's all pre-production is talking, essentially. But yeah. I don't always give a Star Wars. That's why I don't talk. That's why I don't do the news videos to Star Wars. There's no point. We know that shit ain't coming out. Just like my dad, he ain't coming back. Bro. MSK, Sammy Kimber, Disney Star Wars Children. I don't give a fuck. Ain't coming out. I don't. That's a fake announcement. That's fake hype. They paid the media for that. Ask Simon Kimber.
MSK will come out before our Star Wars project does.
And I will come out with a BBC inside my wife. All right, so thank you guys for checking out this video. If you guys are returning viewers or new viewers, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it and comment down below. Also, make sure you guys hit the notification bell. That way you guys can get notified whenever I upload a brand new video or go live. I'm MSK, aka Master Swag King. We're going to sign out, guys. See you guys later. Deuces. Peace.